Welcome to the Witchy Work Wishes podcast, a place to find your weekly inspiration for bringing your personal witchcraft practice into your business, work, and office. Welcome to Witchy Work Wishes. I am your host, Charlene, and you are joining me today for episode number 14, all about Thursday being Jupiter's Day. So far, I have covered Monday Moon Day, Tuesday Mars Day, and Wednesday Mercury Day. So I am excited to jump into Thursday. But first, since this is the beginning of my episodes airing in 2023, let me say Happy New Year to everyone. I know in our community there are 2 New Years we can recognize. Of course, our calendar year happening right now, but many will look at October 31st and Samhain as their beginning. And November 1st starts off their new year. So last week I actually did not do a podcast. Having family in for the holidays completely changed my home routine, and I ended up just taking the week off, since there really was no time or space to produce one. So the last podcast I did was all about making our 2023 goals, which I hope was helpful to you. So before I jump into today's topic, all about Jupiter and Thursday, I wanted to pull and review 3 things I did over the weekend to help with my witchcraft practice. The first one was working with the beautiful full moon. She was in her full moon stage on Friday and Saturday. Full moons are all about power and success, charging your items, your goals coming to light, healing, and working with your heart's desire. Now, this is a good time for celebrating, rejuvenation, and working with your psychic abilities. Now, if you've not finalized your 2023 goals yet, like me, I know the full moon may not seem like a great time to do that, but I actually used the energy this past weekend to help define my draft. Since the full moon is all about completing something, we can use this time to help complete our goals. So I used the power of the full moon to help finalize what I will be working towards this calendar year. So I have my goals drafted, but this coming weekend will actually be the first one that is quiet for me. My Yule holidays kept going all the way through this past weekend, so even though I'll be working, January is my busy time for the office, it really is going to be the first quiet time I have to slow down and focus on finalizing my goals. So the second one, which really played into the cleaning up of all the Yule and Christmas decorations, was to look at my 3 main spaces that I do my witchcraft type work and practice in. I tidied everything up and started to get them back to how I like them to be. I can say now I am acutely aware of how the change in decorations, the change in shared space, the change in how busy my life has been really has affected my practice. So I'm an empty nester. Both of my boys are off, living in different states, going to college. So I have adapted my home, which I share with my big German Shepherd dog and 3 amazing cats, to be very personal. I am super social at work, but at home I am very private. I rarely have people over, and I am a super homebody to the core. That privacy has allowed me, though, to spread out my witchcraft, sections or areas, really throughout my whole home. So when it was time to decorate for Yule, which is truly my most favorite time of year, I also had to pare down my practice spaces since I knew I would soon have family over and guests in my home. And that affected me. Not in a negative way. I love everything about the holidays, and even more so when my boys are home. Nothing is more important to me than my 2 boys. But I can say, as I was putting everything back together again this weekend, I felt a calmness and kind of like a call back to my practice that excited me. And that, along with a full moon happening, really made me feel magical this past weekend. And I took time with a special bath just to kind of soak it all up and get my mind centered again. I did also start a book this weekend called The Witch's Path by, Thorn Mooney, which is all about advancing your craft kind of at every level. So I'm just in the first chapter, so I don't have a good gauge of it yet, but I'm just happy to be starting a new book. So the third was my weekly card pull. And, I know I've mentioned this in the past, but usually I keep my questions pretty general about overall upcoming stuff. But this weekend, I really wanted some guidance on a medical issue I'm having and how best to wrap my head around, the coming weeks. So back on the 23rd of December, I had an internal ultrasound for some girl problems I've been having over the past year. And the results came back finding a mass about, I think they said it was like 3.5 centimeters by 3 by 3.4. So good size, like maybe a large strawberry or a small lime. Anyhow, the next step is going in for a biopsy. So of course, in my mind, what do we all do? I've thought the worst, right? Oh my God, it's endometrial cancer, or it's also called uterine cancer. And I'm going to have this massive battle on my hand. Honestly, more realistically, it's probably a fibroid, which has many options. So TMI, sorry, but it's something I'll now be going through either way. And I wanted to ask my cards for some direction. Now, remember how my cards have been saying change is coming over and over again? I keep getting that message. Maybe it was it. Maybe it was telling me this was coming. I don't know. By default, I always think of my business. That's how my brain is wired. I love my business. I love my employees. I absolutely love going into my office, from the vibe that we all share to the physical layout and, the office space. I like the energy with my clients, all of it. I love all of it. But maybe the cards were warning me of the change coming with my body. Yeah, maybe. So my last card pull, I got the Wasp, which reminds me that sometimes life stings, which seems really appropriate right now. So I asked my cards this weekend about the procedures coming up. And my 2-card pull got me Dolphin Spirit and Hawk Spirit. So the Dolphin Spirit says this and that are both true. Which means, like the dolphin is both mammal and sea creature, so too is dolphin spirit both this and that. 2 truths exist. The story you tell and another as well. The duality of life is present when we are suffering, for there is blessing too in the helpers that appear. Within the clouds are silver linings. We always hear that saying, don't we? There is both joy and sorrow. This and that. So my second card pull was the Hawk Spirit, which says to let spirit be your guide. As hawks fly high above the landscape, they are able to see both the big picture and the small details. They observe the rain and the pond as well as the cloud, and they don't miss anything. Hawk Spirit reminds me to pay close attention to messages as, they can appear in many forms, to listen to my intuition, and to keep my eyes open for synchronicities and the meaning of coincidences. I must say, I would have loved to get the 2 cards that basically said, you're worrying about nothing. That was not the way the cards pulled this weekend. Between the Wasp and, Life Stings card and the Dolphin this week, I'm kind of like, meh. But I'm paying attention to them and being mindful of the guidance they are giving me. So, on a lighter note, the moon status this week. Our beautiful moon this week is in her waning stage, coming off her big full moon showing last week, starting our new year off just perfectly in my mind. She is now all about possessing the power of both light and dark. This is our time to banish what is not serving us anymore and grow, our spiritual abilities for what does serve us. Surrender, rest, and restore. Reflect and trust our intuition. If you're wanting or needing a protection spell, this is a good time to do it. We will want to focus on the removal, the release, maybe the repelling or reversing of something. Either way, enjoy your moon energy this week, as she is always something of a force to work with. All right, let's jump into today's topic. Thursday is Jupiter's Day, and this is also Thor's Day. So this one is going to be a quick podcast as I'm still trying to get everything back in order, in my space, and I'm slowly getting back to my routines. And of course, it's January, so I'm in full work mode with my office and clients. But I want to stay true to what makes me happy, and creating episodes about my witchy work wishes makes me happy. So I have my notes broken down into 3 main areas, and they are how Thursday is ruled by the planet Jupiter, and of course, what this means for us, things we can do on Thursday at work that will help us have better work days, and then clothes, colors, and jewelry to wear on our Thursday Jupiter days. What is Thursday Jupiter Day all about? Well, the planet Jupiter is all about thriving and happiness. It's about abundance and expansion. This is a masculine day. The astrological sign attached to Jupiter is Sagittarius, which is called the fiery archer sign. Now, being a fire sign, Sagittarius are known for being independent, cheerful, kind of free spirits, maybe a little wild. They are generous, enthusiastic, and curious. They're also known for being philanthropic and nature-loving. In general, Sagittarius signs are pretty straightforward. They are going to steer clear of drama as best possible. So if we mix all of this together and tie it to our Jupiter, we have some fun stuff to work with on Thursdays. Thursday is Thor's day. Now, Thor is the Norse god of thunder. And if any of us have watched modern day movies, it's hard not to think of Chris Hemsworth when using the name Thor. Not a bad image, in my opinion, but nonetheless theatrical. Thor is known to be a protector of both humans and gods against the evil forces. Now, the Norse believed that he rode through the heavens during thunderstorms on a chariot pulled by 2 goats, and lightning zipped through the skies when he threw his famous hammer. Now, even though this is Thor's day, other deities to work with on Thursday will be Juno, Zeus, Poseidon, Pan, Gaia, Osiris, and of course, Jupiter, the king of gods. Thursday is a powerful day because the actual planet Jupiter is thought to be the ruler of all the planets. It is actually our largest planet in our solar system. And when I say large, it's like beyond large. I saw something comparing the planet Jupiter to a jar, and that if we filled that jar with the planet Earth, it would hold 1,321 Earth-sized planets in it. I thought that comparison was amazing. I'm not sure if it's correct, but certainly amazing if it is. The planet Jupiter really has no surface. It does and it doesn't. It basically is like a planet on fire, and it's made up of gas. And there's one kind of famous or notable specific fire on Jupiter that has been burning for over 300 years. And it burns really, really fast. I believe it's referenced as the Great Red Spot. Now, when somebody says spot to me, I think of something little, like a little spot. But this quote unquote spot is kind of like a storm that is twice the size of Earth. The storm itself is 2 of our Earths put together in size. So, you know how we've been joking too about, the element of time and how we just don't have enough of it? And time is broken down into the rotations our Earth has around the sun, right? So every complete rotation is 24 hours. So for us as humans, 24 hours is never enough. Well, on Jupiter, it's even worse. A full cycle day is 10 hours. That's it. 10. Can you imagine? Okay, back to our elements. See, I always get off track on these little side stories. Okay, the metal for Thursday is tin. And good incense on this day is going to be our cinnamon, musk, nutmeg, and sage. Okay, just saying cinnamon, nutmeg, and sage makes me want to bake something. Okay, our oils for Thursday will be clove, lemon balm, oak moss, and star anise. And our Thursday colors will be our blues, our purples, and our greens. Thursday stones are the amethyst, lapis lazuli, sodalite, turquoise, and sapphire, which will pull the wonderful blues, green, and purple colors. Our plants will be beech, buttercup, cedar, anise, cinnamon, dandelion, honeysuckle, agrimony. I'm not really sure what agrimony is. Nutmeg, oak, and sage. Okay, so Thursday is going to be our day of positive expansion. Our ideas and our thoughts are going to be bigger on Thursdays. It's a great day to launch a new project, to launch a new hobby, or to reach out for new things in general. Thursday brings excitement to our journeys and will usually give us a little, optimistic pep in our step. Because Sagittarius are giving people, you want to work with the prosperity energy, but be sure your intentions are done, without having like a big expectation of receiving anything back. It's a little controversy because we know this is a big money day, abundance, which usually means you're getting it. So just kind of go with me on this one. But if you have something specific for that, choose another day. If it's kind of a really more selfish thing, really on Thursdays, it shouldn't be about anything specifically selfish or have a selfish nature to it. This day is really all about giving your time and, random acts of kindness, which who doesn't love that? It's about positive energy, using kind words, and enhancing your skills. It really is a perfect day for many spells, specifically ones for working with strength, abundance, prosperity, healing, and wealth. Okay, what are some things we can do on Thursday at work that will help us have better work days? Since abundance is one of our top things for Thursday, a great ritual to do for your office is going to be making an abundance jar. If you can do this spell before you go to work or on Thursday when you get home, you'll be pulling the energy of our Jupiter day to give this spell a special boost. For Thursday Jupiter day at the office, a money jar is also perfect. For this, you'll want, your basil for wealth, a bay leaf with your intention written on it, patchouli for prosperity, and some green adventuring for money, and then coins for abundance. I know, again, that may seem a little contradictory to not doing anything selfish on Thursday, but we are harnessing the power of thriving and being happy and working with abundance and expansion, so it actually does all link together okay. Let's see. Since Thursday is all about learning, a good thing to do on Thursdays at work will be to drink a cup of tea that helps with your memory, attention, and ability to learn. Of course, every day is a great day for a cup of tea. I had an episode about teas at work back in 2022. It's a fun podcast if you want to circle back and listen to it. Okay, something I have not done yet, but is now on my to-do list, is to use the element of tin for my workings on Thursday. I will be using either a small tin bucket or maybe even tin foil, and then working with some blue candles. So fire magic is something I've been doing for a very long time, even though half the time I didn't even know what to call it. So combining the tin metal and the color blue for my Thursday workings, I'm really excited to see what can happen. Thursday is the day for money spells. So anything to do with your finances and riches. Of course, if you're doing something along those lines, I would grab a green candle. Now, do you have to wait for Thursday? No. But if you want that extra punch, Thursday is your day. Now, riches may not, specifically mean money either. To have a rich life may mean you have peace of mind, or you are rich with friends and family and balance. So take that blue candle, set your intentions on Thursday. This is Jupiter's day to enhance our riches. Something you can do and bring into the office with you is a money satchel. Thursday is your day to make it with your intentions and then bring it to work with you each day. You can even make a charm bag that you can have, in your office desk drawer. Be sure to use blue fabric for the bag. Then fill it with your Thursday herbs and stones as you are saying your intentions. So healing work on Thursdays is good too, and you can incorporate this into your work and office. Thor is a protector, and his energy for healing can be used to help you move forward. Be sure to use sage in the spell and speak your healing message as you do the workings. Clothes, colors, and jewelry to wear on our Thursday Jupiter day. So dress up on Thursdays. This is a big day with a lot of big energy. Thor's day brings that god of thunder excitement to our work day. Our Thursday colors will be our blues, purples, and greens. So pull from those masculine colors. I know this is a fire day, so naturally we would think of reds and oranges and yellows, but not today, not Thursday. Go for your cool colors. Masculine Thursday Jupiter days are going to be good for, your more fitted clothing, your blazers, or anything that you feel good and powerful in that dresses you up just a bit. So rings on Thursday. I have not really gotten into this before, but if ring placement on your hands is important to you, Jupiter is represented by your first finger. Now, what hand you wear it on will depend on what your desired outcome is. Your left hand is for receiving. This is going to be your more feminine energy, thinking and creativity. Your right hand will be for giving. This is going to be your more masculine hand for energy and action. So Jupiter Thursday ring placement for your work outfit should probably be your right hand, since it is a masculine day, and will work with, leadership and power, money, authority, the spirits, and your self-esteem. Be sure to wear a ring, if you can, with a stone like amethyst, lapis lazuli, or maybe blue topaz, to harness that Thursday Jupiter energy. Okay, let's review our Thursday Jupiter day. So Jupiter Thursday is all about thriving and happiness. It's about abundance and expansion. It's a masculine day. The astrological sign attached to Jupiter is Sagittarius, which is called the fiery archer sign. Sagittarius are known for being independent, cheerful, kind of free spirits, a little wild. They are generous, enthusiastic, curious. They're known for being philanthropic and nature-loving. In general, the Sagittarius signs are pretty straightforward. Thursday is Thor's day. Thor is the Norse god of thunder. Other deities to work with on Thursday are going to be Juno, Zeus, Poseidon, Pan, Gaia, Osiris, and of course, Jupiter. Thursday is a powerful day because the planet Jupiter is thought to be the ruler of all the planets. It is our largest planet in our solar system. It is the perfect day for spell work, specifically ones working with strength, abundance, prosperity, healing, and wealth. This day is really all about giving your time, using kind words, positive energy, enhancing your skills, and even random acts of kindness, which we all love. Don't do anything selfish on Thursdays. The metal for Thursday is tin. Incense on this day will be our cinnamon, musk, nutmeg, and sage. Our oils for Thursday will be clove, lemon balm, oak moss, and star anise. Thursday, Jupiter day colors will be our blues, our purples, and our greens. Stones are the amethyst, lapis lazuli, sodalite, turquoise, and sapphire, which all pull from the wonderful blues, greens, and colors of purple. Let's see, Thursday, Jupiter day plants will be beech, buttercup, cedar, anise, cinnamon, dandelion, honeysuckle, agrimony, nutmeg, oak, and sage. Spell work for the office on Thursday will be making an abundance jar or maybe a money jar. And of course, we can make a money satchel to keep in our desk drawer or even a charm bag. Drinking tea on Thursday is good. Every day it's good. Specifically a tea on Thursday, though, that helps with memory, attention, and our ability to learn. So dress up on Thursdays. This is a big day with a lot of energy. Thor's day brings that god of thunder excitement to our workday. And finally, Jupiter is represented by your first finger on your hand. So if you want to pull that Jupiter power with your rings, the energy will work with leadership, power, money, authority, spirits, and self-esteem. For an extra punch, be sure to wear a ring with a stone like amethyst, lapis lazuli, or blue topaz to harness that Thursday Jupiter energy. Okay, I do have a poem for you this week, but I pulled it from sciencepoems.net, and this one I believe is written by Mr. R's World of Science. And it goes. Big, bright bully of the sky, this planet is a real tough guy. Fifth planet placed from the sun, it's really huge, the biggest one. 300 times the size of Earth. He likes to tease and use his girth. All other planets put together, not even half this planet's measure. Twice as large as them combined, he gives them trouble all the time. I'm so great. Red spots so shiny. 63 moons. You're so tiny. Mercury looked and gave a laugh. Yeah, at least I'm not made of gas. Thank you for joining me today, my first podcast in 2023. I do have the January podcast schedule posted on my website if you want to check that out. Just go to witchyworkwishes.com. My next week's podcast is going back to the elements, and I thought talking about the element of fire would be perfect following Thursday's Jupiter Day. That is all I have for you this week. Happy New Year, and I will talk with you next week. Thank you for joining me today at Witchy Work Wishes, a place to find your weekly inspiration for bringing your personal witchcraft practice into your business, work, and office. For more information and additional content, please visit me online at witchyworkwishes.com. If you want to send me a personal note, please email me at info@witchyworkwishes.com. And of course, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Just search for Witchy Work Wishes.